on, bitch! I think I killed his horse, so he won't follow us. What is wrong with you? That was on auto drive. How did you drive straight into a tree? God damn it, you stupid horse. Where are they? It's so, like, it's so stiff and awkward to aim when you're even slightly close to them. Okay, ready? Everybody ready for the barrel yeet? Here we go. Can we get over there? Oh, it just kind of spun up a bit. Oh, look at that! Beautiful, the form on that one. Oh. Did you see that ludicrous display tonight? Short answer, no. Long answer, no. No. I don't care. I've got a plane now. And I'm gonna drive 450 meters down the road. Oh my god. How are you supposed to lift this plane off? You guys seeing this? What? I went 10 meters. I didn't even go 10 meters. I went like 5. I'm in the air. Hold on, what? Now this is pod racing. What just happened? Okay, the dog. I don't like the dog. One of the spiciest sauces you can get. And I'm going to die. Here we go. Right, and then... Oh, there it is. Oh god, it's... We could just wear it like this, actually. It's not even that bad. I got another one prepared. But we can actually just wear it like this. How's that? Is that sexy enough for you? Oh, I don't want to take your... I want to buy it. Look out. Manners, not your thing. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't actually know you were there. Okay. I mean, it's not... It's... I was... Okay. I was trying to buy a ticket. You gotta believe me, chat. This time I was actually trying to buy a ticket. Alright, well, let's let go. Let's see what happens. Oh no! I died in the void! Oh! Can we get some Fs in the chat for our void death? Our first ever void death? Much? That was too much. It's about a 10-cent piece worth of one of the spiciest sauces you can get. And I'm going to die. Here we go. Right, and then... Oh, there it is. Oh god, it's... We could just wear it like this, actually. It's not even that bad. I got another one prepared. But we can actually just wear it like this. How's that? Is that sexy enough for you? The Mephi. Is that good enough? Oh. What's the bet we can take out our horse with their horse?
Hello there.
Hello. And goodbye. Hello everyone and welcome Hey, hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. Oh, it's Monday. Monday. Something Monday suck something lasagna. We did it. We got him. How you doing everyone? Nick, welcome. Congrats on your first. Sheepy, hello there. Welcome. Heckler, hello. How's everyone doing? Oh my lord. I had to take a big old nap today, which is not usual for me, because I had a splitting headache and I felt really dizzy, so that was fun. But I'm feeling mostly better now. Mostly. We'll see how we go. Typical Jiv, never here. Never. Not even once. I've never been here before. Oh no. Oh wait, sorry. Oh, not a redeem. Always missing for his own stream. Yeah, that's right. I try not to be here for my own streams. That just sounds like psychopath behavior. Well, apparently the nap wasn't enough to make me not tired though. Of course not. You seem to have headaches pretty often. Have you considered getting a new head? I have considered getting head, yeah. Maybe I should. Oh, a new, well, I don't know if they make those yet. Because this one is definitely defective. The beard is a nice touch, but everything else can go. Good lord. Getting head won't work. I've tried. It just makes the headache worse. You must be getting the wrong head. Anyway, we've got some Factorio tonight. We're going to be going to Vulcanus. From what I understand, big lava planet that allows us to eventually get artillery, which I'm all about. We've got our bullet train that goes around the base, and currently it runs stuff over. But once we put artillery on the back of it, it runs stuff over and kills stuff from a distance as well, which I am very much looking forward to. We'll just have to find a way to load shells into it, which shouldn't be too difficult. We should be able to do that at the same time when it's getting fuel put into it, so it should be fine. Going to Vulcanus? Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to think of which Vulcan we use. Spock is too obvious. Topol is a little bit much.
Berserker Kamikaze près de Tulog sans un time. Hello.
Hello. Hey, Berserker, how you doing? Long time no see. Thank you for the bits, I appreciate it. Let's go Suval's anus. Sure. My friend's wife was pretty headachy, which they thought was just a trait of hers. Turns out she had fluid in her brain, so you never know. Yikes. But that would show up on an MRI though, wouldn't it? Isn't that... I'm assuming that's probably how they found out, right? They probably got an MRI. Or they got some sort of scan, CAT scan, MRI. They would have done a bunch of scans, I imagine. And it would have shown up. Because I've had all those scans and there's nothing in there. I mean, there's no damage to the brain. I think I recovered from that one just. So it's just, yeah, it's not actually a physical damage anywhere that we've been able to find out. Anyway, I know a lot of it is to do with sleep and lack of sleep. That's like my biggest trigger for getting migraines and headaches, and like last night I didn't get to sleep until probably like 2 AM or something, and then woke up at 7, so it was nowhere near enough sleep for me, and that's why it was so bad today. But yeah, unfortunately that's just how it is. So if you're often headachy, it doesn't hurt to go get it checked. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if you just like, people go so long just thinking, oh, this is just the norm, because it's just what they have to deal with on a daily basis, and you just kind of adapt to it and get used to it. But stuff like that isn't the norm, and you should always get it checked. And I have had it checked on numerous occasions. I had it checked 10 years ago and there was nothing then. And I still had different things going on, and we were kind of looking at... We went to a few different GPs and stuff and went to like a specialist. And they got me to do more scans, and still nothing out of the ordinary there. So it's basically just like, I need to sleep better, but I just can't. I don't sleep properly. Even if I go to bed earlier, it doesn't really help at all. And I would have to like, readjust my entire sleep schedule over the course of like a couple months to actually get any change to happen, which I have tried to do before and it didn't really work. So I pretty much just have to treat the symptoms, because so far the only thing that anyone's been able to see as the cause is I don't sleep enough, and I've tried to fix that and I've never had any success. But to be fair, it has been much worse than it is now. When I was probably in my early and mid-20s, I was getting migraines like every other week. Now I get them like, or like every week sometimes actually. There was a period where I was getting them like every week. Now I get them like once a month kind of thing, generally speaking, like actual migraines. If I had like a really bad night of sleep or something, I'll get some headaches and stuff, but nothing like crazy. The dizziness that I had this morning was a little bit different and not fun, but again, I got probably like 4 or 5 hours sleep, and in my advanced years, that's just simply not enough. I used to be able to do like, you know, 3 hours of sleep, wake up in the morning being absolutely fine, but now, especially since I get very little sleep throughout the week, as it is, and then if I get a night where it's like even less than that, my body's just like, what am I supposed to do with that? It just like shuts down, and then it forces me to actually get some sort of sleep. I did read this thing about how humans are the only creatures on the planet that somehow resist rest, and no species is made to do that. Yeah. The police talk about it all the time. They come along and they're like, "You're resisting arrest!" So funny. Yeah, I mean, it's the crushing depression of existence that other people don't, or other species don't have to deal with because they don't have sentience. So that's what it is. A very large portion of it is that. To be fair, that did make me chuckle, yes. Finally told a good joke, kind of. We got him, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh my goodness. I think I should start. I think I'm gonna start the game before I fall asleep at the wheel. So let's see what we have. Let's see what awaits us on Vulcanus. Make sure I actually switch the scene. And I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I'm good. Maybe you can use all this Factorio future tech to engineer a new head for yourself. If I could, I would. Absolutely. I hate it. Alright, here we are, in the factory. We've got some sciencing. Not very much, though, to be fair. It's missing yellow science. Where is the yellow science? I'm not supposed to be looking at this right now. I just want to see if there's... No, I'm not gonna worry about it at all. I'm gonna ignore it. Because what I want to do is I want to go to my space platform. I want to have a look at this. And I think I probably want to add some more lasers before we decide to travel anyway. Because I have a feeling you might get attacked or something. I don't know. I have no idea how it works. But I have built a few more lasers. And then I want to go, I think I go here. Add station, Vulcanus. Let's go. I think it's already going actually. Oh, no, I did a thing. No, stop it. Okay, it's traveling to Vulcanus. Look at it go. Look at my... It's handy that this doesn't just spin wildly out of control. It must have a whole bunch of like inertial dampeners and stabilizers and stuff. Oh, here we go. What are these? Metallic asteroid. Okay. That's fun. Oh no, I don't have enough power. Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, I don't actually have enough solar panels up there. Okay, well it's on the way. Can I still send stuff up here? Will it track the ship? The platform? Oh my god, nothing but copper wires. I don't want copper wires. I want lasers and I want... Oh, I thought I had more solar panels. What does it look like again? Where is it? There. I can make 2. Wow. Alright, there's 1. And there's 2. And do I have any space platforms to fill it out? No. Let's just give them more conveyors. And... I don't know, that'll do. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, it's not in orbit, so I can't actually do it. Yeah, I had a feeling that might be the case. It's like barely surviving with the power that it's got. It is kind of getting there, though. It's making it. If you could get a new head, but the head happened to belong to Jared from Subway, would you get it? Ugh. I think I'd rather have migraines. Oh no. This is not going well. Can I tell them to stop? I don't know if they're gonna make it. Oh, I think they are stopping because the thrusters are out of fuel. Because we don't have enough power to make the fuel. Well, this has gone poorly. I don't know if this is even gonna make it. Can you still do shipments to and from the platform? No, it looks like while it's in transit, I cannot. Whose head would be a hard no for you? Well, I would have assumed that I would just be getting like a new random head, not like getting a head of somebody else. Like, replacing my head with somebody else who already exists. Because I wouldn't want to be someone else. I just don't want the migraines. What's going on here? Why are they not getting fed in? Oh, I guess it's just because there's so little power. Oh, that's been hit. I've got nothing up here to like repair stuff with either. Well, let's just hope it survives, I guess. What can I do down here while it does that? I guess I can look into why yellow isn't producing much science. That's producing... That doesn't have blue circuit boards, and none of those have blue circuit boards. Okay, so where do they get blue circuit boards from? Up here. What is all that sound? That's the platform being destroyed, isn't it? Oh, can we stop it? I don't know if I can stop the platform. Pause thrust. It's not paused, it's thrust. God, some of these asteroids are brutal. Yeah, it hasn't paused its thrust. The problem is, even if I like put more lasers in, it's not going to do anything. I guess when these get destroyed, they'll be replaced at least. It's so slowly getting there. Okay, we're going to ignore that. So... this is the line for the blue circuit boards. Goes there, goes there. Okay, so here. That one's not getting enough green, and neither is that one. Okay, so green circuit boards from here. Now, are we not making enough? Where do they go? Can we take... I wonder if we can take some of those. They're not getting quite enough copper cables. And they're not getting quite enough... They're not getting enough copper plates. So if we remove this laser, maybe, considering it isn't actually necessary. Smurf circuit boards, that's the one. Alright, so we put this here somewhere. Maybe there. Get a long boy going into there. And then a long boy coming down here. Oh, do I not have... I don't have normal inserters. We've also lost 2 of those. I've harvested most of that stuff now. Where are my normal inserters? Here. Man, I need to put all of this copper wire somewhere. Well, I was just saying that I've got like loads of... Or, sorry, I'm lacking copper wire. So, I mean, I could fill these up. I may as well for now, so at least get the blue circuit boards sorted for now. Also, I have like 300 blue circuit boards on me. How does that happen? Yeah, I can fix like a bunch of these problems for now, and then they're just going to be a problem later anyway, but... Oh, well, at least I fixed them for now. Put some circuit boards in there. Because I don't want like hundreds and hundreds of copper cables in my inventory. I just needed to take it out of the ship. Alright, yellow is up here. So let's just go bam, lots of circuit boards, bam, lots of circuit boards, wabam, lots of circuit boards. So that will get the yellow sciencing again. We're running on 1 at the moment. Alright, let's have a look at how the platform's going. It's okay. It exists. It's not the best. But it's not destroyed, so... Only a few things have been destroyed. Why are these not doing anything? Oh, because this is full. And I've got nowhere... Oh, actually I can drop this. I don't know where it'll be dropping to.
Hey, asshole.
Hey! Hey Claire, how you doing? Welcome in. Are these set up to... These set up to filters? Alright, let's just get rid of those. Get rid of all these filters. On them always putting stuff in. Alright, looks like the space is clearer towards the end here. We lost a little bit, but it is still alive.
Not until we have the bow, but you're right.
I am, always. What? What am I right about? What else can we do? We've got those flamethrowers that we're never going to use anymore. I wonder how the train saw's going. There it goes! Nice. Still doing its thing. Hey Adam, how you doing? Let's do that sexy hydration for Claire. You're welcome. Bye, train. Oh, really? All of the bugs show up just as the train left? We didn't even get to see it run anything over properly? Oh, look who's here now. Useless. Fine. Be that way. Alright, how do I make circuit boards? Nope, that's not what I mean. How do I make solar panels? I need circuit boards and copper plates. Hey Tio, welcome in. How are you? Alright, let's get circuit boards. And let's get some copper plates. Oh. What's going on here? Oh, I guess we were just waiting for a delivery? Wait. Something funky is going on here. That's all iron. Oh, this comes up from a different area, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, that's over there. We just hadn't had a delivery in a while, I guess. I do need copper plates though, so I'm going to take those. These are empty. So we've got to fix that. I'm great. How's the project for Vulcanus going? It is going. As in, it is literally going to Vulcanus. It is a bit damaged, but it should get there. I'm going to check back in on it in just a moment to see the progress that it's made. But it was getting there. Alright, we may as well check in now. It's pretty close to getting there. We've lost a few things. We've lost some of the space platform, some of the asteroid miners, some of the solar panels. Things are a little bit rough, but they're getting there. Now, if I put this back on automatic... Yeah, okay, so we were just coasting. Now we've actually put the thrust back on. We should get there in no time. There we go. We're at Vulcanus now. Alright. So, does this... Can this work again now? Send everything down. I don't know where it's sending it. Is it sending it down to Vulcanus? I don't know. Or is it coming here? Like, can I... Yeah, there's no platform overhead. So, here we go, Vulcanus. What? Oh. There's my space platform. Oh my god, what's happening here? Okay, they're fine. How do I... Was I supposed to be on the ship? You broke it? How did I break it? What was I supposed to do? And yes, what, I was supposed to be on the ship? How was I supposed to know that? I don't think I can actually... I think I'm going to have to load because I don't think I can get the platform back. You're supposed to be on it so you can go to the planet. I'm going to have to load. Is this before it's... No, it's already on its way. I think I might have to load from... Oh, I think I'm gonna have to undo everything we've just done. Is there a way I can stop the platform? Okay, now it's going back. Okay, good. Now it's at Nauvis. Now, what do I have? I don't know what I did. Was that fixing? It was fixing all of this stuff, wasn't it? Oh, you just have to wait to get it back. Yeah, well, I've reloaded an earlier save and now it's back. So I've lost any of the progress that I made, which wasn't a huge amount of progress because I was kind of waiting for it, but still frustrating. And I need to make solar panels. My inventory is full. I need plates. Gonna need way more solar panels this time. That should hopefully be enough. And I should have enough lasers. I have to wait for them to build. And now I'm gonna take all of this wiring, copper cables that I have, and put them in these machines up here. What time is your autosaves? They were like, one of them was 14 minutes, one of them was like 8 minutes or something. So it would have been like halfway through the journey when half the platform was already destroyed. So I'm better to just go all the way back and just redo these things. There was something else that I did as well, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, also, I can't take like everything with me, can I? Like, don't I have to dump my inventory before getting on the ship? Because it's too heavy. Where was the blue? The blue was going to yellow science. Don't forget to get supplies when you go up. Yeah, so can I take supplies with me, or do I have to have it like on the platform? Because at the moment I'm trying to send up solar panels. Like, I don't know, am I setting up drills? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. I set them to 5-10 minutes so I can get back to if everything went wrong. Only your equipped armor and weapons, excluding ammunition, are allowed. All other items must be transferred in the space platform hub in separate rockets. Yeah, okay, I had a feeling that might be the case. I don't really know what kind of things I'll need. Will I need like just steel and iron? Like kind of just basic building equipment stuff? Will I need like coal or anything? Gee, why is like none of this running at the moment? Alright, we'll deliver that, I suppose. I'm just gonna try and send up a bunch of crap. No idea what I actually need. Minus plus furnace, some solar for power, you know, some fuel if you need it. Do solar panels work better on Vulcanus? Need iron plates to make more miners. Oh wow, there's a lot of copper plates in here. Don't need copper right now though. Well, I need like furnaces and stuff. It's ×4 for the solar panels. Okay. So it's literally just on this planet by the sounds of it that they're just worthless. In other places it seems like they're actually alright. Alright, deliver that one. Or the new steam power. Because can I just attach that to a boiler or something? I don't know, I think I'll go with solar if it actually works up there. I might put some coal in just in case I need that. I should probably bring bullets, maybe? I've got enough lasers, I would think. Circuit boards? No idea what I should really be putting in there. Well, I need pipes? Well, I need... Well, I've got these other furnaces, don't I? Copper plates. Oh, right, I can use copper plates for solar panels. Bunch of solar panels, there we go. You're gonna need bullets for Jeffrey? Jeffrey? I should take... Maybe I'll take some uranium bullets. Jeffrey sounds like he's gonna need uranium bullets. Oh, I can barely pack any. Why are bullets so heavy? Oh, the hub doesn't have enough space. So I'm gonna have to send back down a bunch of this stuff because I've got a bunch of crap there that I don't need anyway. Alright, deliver that stuff. Don't forget repair packs too beside the basic stuff. I was actually wondering if I might need repair packs. Alright, repair packs. Oh, that's used up all of the space just to repair packs. Okay. Repair packs are very heavy. He will run you over like a train. Oh, great. That sounds great. Alright, let's drop all this white science that we're not going to need. Oh, no, 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 not that. Leave that. Okay, there's the rocket. Alright, send up the repair packs. Should I be sending, like, concrete up or something? I'm probably gonna need like walls or something, aren't I? So should I be sending up stone? Stone bricks? God, why are bullets so heavy? They're crazy heavy. Only if you want to run faster, stone is fine. Yeah, well, I'm thinking I need to send like stone for walls. Why are they just hovering there? I should have enough solar panels to send up soon. Actually, have we built all of the solar panels that are there? No, not yet. Nope. Oh, apparently I don't actually have enough lasers. Alright, I'm gonna have to send up some more lasers. I thought I had plenty. But that one hasn't built, so I mustn't have enough. Anywhere else I can fit a laser in? There. Oh, stuff's been destroyed down there. Is that outside of the range of the roboport? Oh no, this one doesn't have a roboport. Ugh. There's a new form of power there too. Right. Well. Now I gotta send all the stuff that I got. Is it gonna be the case of it doesn't have like most of the resources that this place has, so I'm gonna need to ferry resources to it, and it's not gonna be a case of I can send up just enough for a starter base and then the rest I can make there? Because that's gonna be really frustrating if I have to like just constantly ferry stuff backwards and forwards. There was something else I wanted to ship over. What was it? I've completely forgotten. Oh, lasers. I wanted to ship over some more lasers. That's right. 4 lasers. Yeah, that's not worth it. I'll send them over in the next shipment. Alright, let me see how the base down the bottom is going. How far away is the train? It's not anywhere near at the moment. Planet has iron and copper through a very different process. I see. Have I built a single steel furnace? I don't think I have. I think I just skipped straight to electric. Alright, there we go, we're off. Power will not be an issue, so you can go ham there. Well, I just want to make sure I've got enough resources before I set out, that I'm not just like completely unprepared. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, they haven't been getting coal. Why have they not been getting coal? What's happened here? Alright, let's get... Whoa, I think I almost just got run over. Oh, there's bugs. No, 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 that's not good. Now I've missed my train. And I'm never going to be able to catch it. Why is it not getting coal? Oh no, they're destroying the wall down there. God, everything just always happens at the same time when I don't have the time to deal with it. God, what a pain. Did it not replace the lasers? I've sworn it did. Well, I don't have time to do that. I have to go up and figure out why the hell I'm not getting coal down there anymore. We've been getting coal down there for ages, and then suddenly we're just not. Is that the one that loads the train? Or the... Wait, no, this will be the one that loads the wagon. So that's just not getting coal. Where's it coming from? Over here. Under here. Over there. Oh, we lost, that's why we lost 2 of the drills that were there. Because they're empty now. That's a problem. What if I just steal coal from up on this belt? I'm sure that won't cause a problem at all. They're stealing it and putting it back. Yeah, that checks out. Okay, well, what if I do... Oh, I need to get some coal. I need to get some stuff out of here. That's as far as that'll go, I'm guessing. I mean, I guess it just doesn't probably need to go into a box at all here anymore. There was a reason for it. I don't remember what the reason was. So let's use a filter on this and make it coal. Just get all of that coal out to there. It's not really gonna fix it, but it's a stopgap measure. Speaking of stopgap measure, let's put this onto the train. Not this train. In here. And when the train comes back, we'll jump on it. I looked some info for Vulcanus. Turns out you don't need to ship stone. You get stone as a byproduct. Oh, okay. Well, I've already got some on the ship. Alright, I need this train to leave. There we go. I wasn't wanting to be like having to deal with this side of stuff at the moment. Ah, yes, that's gonna have to be put straight in because it needs power to get any of this stuff running to begin with. Alright, quick, before the train leaves. Alright, that should hopefully sort that area out. Hopefully we don't have to look at that again. If you bring stone, you don't have to wait to build walls. Yeah, well that was my main thinking. That's why I brought it as stone blocks instead of just like, just stone. Okay, what I wanted to pack was some solar panels. Oh, that one hasn't left yet. Okay, well that's the first one. There should be a second one waiting. I wanted to send lasers in the next one. Oh, what? We've lost something over here. What have we lost over here? Alright, sure. Just constantly patching holes. Okay, so we can deliver this. And then I'm gonna chuck down a save. Save it over that one. So then next time I guess I send myself? I hope I haven't missed anything. That's kind of useless. Did I have a assault rifle in one of these? Yeah, I've got an assault rifle. Did you say it was minus ammunition? Do I have to take the ammunition out, or is that... Or am I allowed to keep that? Armor and weapons excluding ammunition are allowed. So I can't bring ammunition, is that what you're saying? Oh, I've got all this stuff in my inventory now. Okay, how do I've completely forgotten how I actually do it. Oh, here we go. Travel to platform. How much space do I take up? I'm sure I take up probably all of it, don't I? I weigh a ton. Let me see what it does. Right. Waiting for it to be prepared. Okay, I'm going to space. Set down an extra save there, just in case. Oh my god, things are being destroyed. Over here. They should... Wait, that's not... Oh, it'll be the actual bots. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so once the ship arrives, then I should be able to go to Vulcanus. Can I wish I could put a couple more lasers on the front here. I don't really have the space. We'll do that. Maybe it'll get built along the way. Alright. I'm assuming I'm here now. Is there a way to find out? I'm assuming... Oh yeah, drop to planet. So yeah, I must be on here. Alright, we're going to Vulcanus. We're doing it again. We should hopefully be quicker this time because we shouldn't run out of fuel. Hopefully. Yeah, we really could use more lasers. We're running out of power already? I added so many more extra solar panels. Clearly was not enough. I don't really have space for any more either. I need those to be built. We are making relatively quick progress though. That's why we use turrets. What, you use normal gun turrets? Instead of lasers? Check the power graph. God damn, 17.1 megawatts. And the solar panels produce 17.8. So in theory, the lasers can work at full capacity, but everything else is offline. I mean, that should actually be fine. Either everything's running and the lasers aren't, or the lasers are running and nothing else is. Either offense or defense mode. That should still be serviceable. Hey, stop that. Oh god, there's a lot of asteroids right there. This is gonna wreck me. That one's gonna be bad. Okay, we got it. That one hit. All of these are gonna hit, aren't they? Oh, that one slowed down heaps right at the end. Oh. Oh, you know what? I think our thrusters have gone offline, so we're stationary. So it's actually giving us some time to deal with these asteroids. That actually kind of works out for us. Alright, now we start moving again because we're only using half the lasers. What are these not getting? They're not getting... Oh, they're not getting copper cables. Oh, they're never going to get copper cables because I kept taking them out. I thought we already had like hundreds up here. We are so annoyed by this process too, so we put walls in too. Oh, I didn't even know you could put walls on the platform. I just didn't even think of that. Can you just put like stone walls around it or something? And then the asteroids hit the walls. Oh my god, what's happening? Can I, like, get my bots to build stuff here while I'm away? I don't know. You've never really been much of a thinker? Hey! If I was smart enough to understand what you meant by that, I'm sure I'd be very offended. Yeah, you can see the thrust and the speed go down every time the lasers need to fire. It's gonna be a slow journey. So I forgot to disable these filters because they weren't really helping. It's gonna take so long. We're like halfway there. It's heavier after? Oh, I guess, yeah, right. If you put the walls on, and so then it would require more thrust, maybe. Take longer. Because you can't even, like... You can't speed up time or anything, can you? In this game. So we just have to wait. If they're on the grid, yes, they will while you're away. Yeah, but some of them are like... I think what's happened is something's outside of a roboport. Or rather, this roboport has been destroyed. And I think it's outside of the range of another roboport to be replaced. Or I don't have a roboport to replace it with. God, I looked away for a second and things are being destroyed here. Oh, these are bad ones. Ooh. Oh no, don't destroy my conveyors, you prick. Whoa, it's so dense here. Why is it so dense? We're just gonna take a bunch of hits here. There's nothing we can do about it. Why have they not been replaced? Oh my god. We're just gonna lose half the platform. We might be through that more dense area now, though. Oh, and I'm losing a whole bunch of stuff back here as well. It's that again. I think it's mostly the bots, though. Dev console up the speed ticks? How do you do that? I have no idea what that means. Oh my god, there's so much more coming. They destroyed my conveyors there. Nothing's building. Nothing's being like rebuilt. Yeah, I either need way more power up here, or, yeah, not lasers, because these are not doing the job. You're lucky you didn't get hit by a space storm. This is so far normal stuff. I see why people don't like Space Age then. If this is allegedly normal, then I see why people don't like Space Age. Well, one of the many reasons. Alright, the engines are back on now. So why have these not replaced themselves? Because I have asteroid collectors. And I have conveyors and stuff. I don't know. Wait, we're actually making more power now than we were before. We're also drawing more power. Oh, we're almost at Vulcanus. Hopefully it's all worth it in the end. You're almost there without cheating. Do most people like cheat to get there? Oh god. It's sure tedious, that's for sure. Whoa, 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 it's going back! No, 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 no! No, 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 no. What's happening? No, 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 stop, stop. Why are you going back? Stop. Just go to Vulcanus. Okay, I think we're above Vulcanus now. We're coming to a halt. Alright, is it gonna replace all of this stuff that's been destroyed? Because I've got... I don't know. I have no idea what I've got. Alright, well, let's send down... Well, let's send ourselves down first. And here we are on Vulcanus. With nothing else. So let's make sure we send down some supplies. Yeah. Okay, let's send all this stuff down. I'm sure I had more repair packs than that. And more lasers. And more conveyors and stuff. Oh well, I guess it is what it is. Alright, they all come down here. Do I just... Yeah, there we go. All the stuff. Stuff's getting destroyed somewhere and I don't know where. That whole base is just being destroyed, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I hate this. I actually hate this. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just going to, like, lose this entire base, and there's literally nothing I can do. Short of literally reloading an old save again, and then having to do that whole trip again. I just have to lose that whole base. Which means I lose half the production because that's where all of the iron's coming from. That, I hate this. This is stupid. How do I get back to my person? There we go. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here either. Yeah, I'm literally just losing everything at home. I leave for like 5 seconds and everything explodes. Build a base like you did before, but like on what though? I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that means bad, so let's go away from that. Get sulfur from that. What's that? That's a resource of some kind. I guess I start mining this. I don't know what else to do. What happened to all my... Yeah, I've got 17 transport belts is apparently all I brought. Where does it drop? There it is. Right, that is the satellite graveyard.
God,
Ah!
Murphy believes in our Lord Log. But why?
Good question. That's all I've got. Oh, I didn't bring any power pylons. You'll process lava using a foundry and calcite to produce molten iron and copper. Thank you for the resub, Lemurphy, I appreciate it. 19 months, that's a lot of months. God. I don't think I have what I need to be able to even make power pylons. You require additional pylons? Yes, I must construct additional pylons. Yeah, I need steel plates, copper cables. You need a foundry? Yeah, what's a foundry? How do I get a foundry? There's nothing that even says foundry in what I've got. This. So I need calcite processing. Mine calcite.
Debes construir pilones adicionales.
True? Is this calcite? Okay, that gets me that research. So can I build a foundry now? Do I have to research it now that I've done the other two? Craft tungsten carbide. How do I do that? I need sulfuric acid. How am I supposed to get sulfuric acid? I can get sulfur, but how do I get sulfuric acid? Oh, I think that those are the sulfur. True. Tungsten ore. Yeah, I need sulfuric acid. So I'd need to have a pump jack, which requires steel plates and electronic circuits. I don't understand why I don't have steel plates, because I loaded a whole bunch of steel plates. Okay, there they are. And there's some electronic circuits. I was gonna say, I know that I sent some of this stuff over. And pipes. Let's see if that is enough. Alright, can I make pump jacks now? I can make one pump jack. I am here for you in pain. I'm not loving this part of it so far. Alright, and that pumps out sulfuric acid, but guess what? I'm not gonna have enough anywhere even close to enough to get sulfuric acid up there. Why did I need the sulfuric acid again? Oh, I bet it was to be able to... I'm one circuit board short. Yeah, they must be made in assembly machine tier 2. I'm literally one circuit board short of completing this. It's also not plugged into power anyway, because I don't have copper cables to be able to make poles. Is there copper on this planet? Yes? Where? Well, actually, these things have copper in them. Can I make like a... I guess I can just use a normal stone furnace? God, it's gonna be such a like...
All my life, she's my big sister.
Yeah, that's generally how that works. Yeah, it literally feels like you have to basically start from scratch again. In lava? What, there's copper in the lava? How does that work? But anyway, I can make it in here. Let's get these going. I may as well... I've got a stack of iron, so I may as well get these making iron. I'm assuming I'm gonna need some of that. You get molten iron and copper. What, from the lava? But like, how do you even extract the lava though? Read the research again. What research? I'm not even at a point where I can be doing research at the moment because I don't have any of this other stuff set up. I'm not looking at research because I haven't even got like the very basic fundamentals to be able to start processing anything about the research. Because I can't even get an assembling machine to be able to do anything yet. Like, I can't get a foundry. It doesn't matter what the research says if I have no way of getting it. Because I need to craft tungsten. And to craft tungsten, it requires a tier 2 assembler. So I'm gonna need to be able to make... I should be able to make tier 1 assemblers, but they're gonna need power. And then we're back at square one. Unless there's... Are there like assemblers that don't require power? Because like I can't even make... I can't connect power with anything because I need copper cables, which I can't make copper cables unless I have power. You'll process lava using a foundry to get iron and copper. Okay, great, but I can't get a foundry because I don't have copper cables. And I can't get copper cables because I don't have a foundry. Can I make copper cables in my inventory? I can actually. Okay, I didn't realize I could manually craft those. Okay, we might be able to do something then. So good at games! Alright, there we go. Now I can make some poles. Move all this stuff down there. I have to wait for it to make those. God, I hate having to do all of this manually again. And something else is exploding back on the home planet again. Great. So, it seems like I'm gonna have to manage all of this together. Alright, so that can pump now. Now I can make one tier 2 assembler. Oh, because I can actually make a electric circuit board. Wait. Is it tier 3? Is it a tier 3 that I need? I thought it was a tier 2 that allowed... It says made in tier 2 and tier 3. What? It requires sulfuric acid, tungsten ore, and carbon. Oh, now, okay, so it has to be set to that before it has an output. Okay, sure. Sure, why not? Oh my god.
Stay a while and listen.
Enjoy your lurk, Lemeffy. Alright, so we have power and we have stuff. What is that? The train out of fuel. What train's out of fuel? That train's out of fuel? How is that train out of fuel? Because there's no fuel on this line. Oh, because the platform's no longer in orbit. So I should be able to build a foundry now then. 30 electronic circuits, 50 tungsten carbide, 20 refined... Honestly, I don't want to start the game again. This feels like I'm starting the game again. I actually kind of think this might be where my Factorio journey ends. As much as that sucks to say, this is just... There's this nice flow up until you get to, like, space stuff and platforms and everything. And then it just quagmires you into this bullcrap. I don't want to have to do all of this stuff again from scratch, from, like, square one. Bit by bit, brick by brick, when I've got this factory that's, you know, not necessarily the most efficient, but I have to do all of this stuff again. Because even just to make one single foundry, I need refined concrete, which I don't have, because how was I supposed to know to bring refined concrete? Electronic circuits, which I also don't have. I brought a little bit, but I didn't bring anywhere near enough to do that. The tungsten carbine. It isn't too bad because I can make that relatively straightforward. But I have to go and manually chop down a bunch of trees to get the carbon. And I only get it like 2 per tree. Yeah, I just don't know that I actually want to continue it now. I was really excited for it all up until this mega grind fest. Oh, there's coal over there. It is what it is. I went back like 2 to 3 times. What, like sent the platform back to your main system 2 or 3 times? The fact that I have to do that, I think I hate that. I don't want to have to do that again. Like, just to establish the first part of this, I don't want to have to send it back and forth like 2 or 3 times when it's such a ball ache just to get it here. 2 to 3 times to get materials, yeah. When they make it so difficult to get materials onto the platform to begin with, I don't want to have to do that like 2 to 3 times. I just don't think I have the willpower to continue with that. You can speed up time to get here again. Is that not cheese? Yeah, I mean, but I just, even with that, like, I just don't know that I want to do that now. It's really just kind of broken my will to play it anymore, that I have to just kind of start at square one again. Because I would have somehow, to like have this go smoothly, I would have somehow had to know all of the different resources that I had to take in the first trip. But even then, I might not have enough capacity. It just breaks the flow of it. Because like up until the space stuff, and I said this in the last couple streams as well, the flow of everything and like how incremental it was and the way that it worked was great. And it just kind of, you just incrementally worked things out and you kind of built up to where you were going and it all kind of made sense and you just got there in your own time and it was all fine. And then you get to the space age stuff and it just throws all this stuff at you that it just like scales up massively immediately, but then makes it so every step of that is ball achingly annoying. Not even hard, just gear grindingly slow to accomplish. Which doesn't really, that doesn't add enjoyment to the process of accomplishing it. It just makes it more tedious. At least Vulcanus is peaceful. You have only one neighbor. Yeah, but I don't have any drive to do it now. I guess that just doesn't have power at the moment. Can I make... I can make circuits because I've got copper cables and such. I just don't want to do this whole grind again. You thought this was going to be easy? No, I didn't think it was going to be easy. I just thought it was going to be fun. Like, there's a difference between making it ball-breakingly tedious and making it difficult. Those things don't have to be and should never be synonymous. I don't appreciate when games go, oh, you want hard? Okay, let's just make it tedious and annoying. That's not difficulty, that's just annoying. I'm fine with it being difficult, but I'm not fine with it being just super tedious. And especially after you've like built up to this level where everything's been this nice incremental curve, and then it's just like, okay, we'll start from square one again. Make everything just be really annoying and slow and difficult again. It just kills the pacing entirely. Can I make a foundry yet? No, because I need the refined concrete, which I don't even know if I have a way to make. Can I make refined concrete from... I think I can make it from a tier 1 assembler. Nauvis was not fun in the start either. Yeah, but you're missing the point of what I'm saying though. Nauvis was an incremental climb from the start to where you eventually achieve when you start the space stuff, and the climb should continue. It shouldn't just get to the end of doing that stuff and then bam, you just have to start again. That's exactly the problem. It's not that it was not fun or whatever at the start, it's that it's now reset that, and it shouldn't reset. Because that's just not fun. I don't want to have to go through that grind again unless I've decided to start the game again. It should continue in an upward curve. What was I gonna make here? I can't even remember now. Oh, refined concrete, that's right. Which I don't think, because I think I need to make concrete and then refined concrete. I don't even... Doesn't that need like water and stuff? Concrete. How do I make refined concrete? In an assembling machine, tier 2. Yeah, and it requires water, iron, and stone. I don't think I have a way of getting water here. So, yeah, there's literally... I don't think there's a way to even get just the basic building that you require to use on Vulcanus, the foundry. I can't get it without making trips back to Nauvis. Which it's just sucked all the fun out of it for me. I don't want to have to do that now. Especially since the platform barely got here. And that's one of the big problems, is that they made it so annoying. The platform barely got here. It won't make it back. Also, how would I even get back onto the platform? Or would I just send it back on its own? And then I stay on the planet. Like, I'll tell it to go to Nauvis, I guess. But it probably won't make it because I haven't been able to, like, fix anything. Because you have to start again on Vulcanus. So... And also, I don't know if I can even control anything. Yeah, it's just completely destroying it. I think I'm done. Annoyingly. It's just, like, my platform's just gonna get destroyed. Because to be able to accomplish anything here, I would have to reload the save from, like, an hour ago. And just load up with more stuff. Way longer to make the platform bigger and more sustainable. Send more things on it. And slowly send it over. Like, I don't think I can... Yeah, I don't think I can even get back. I think I just have to leave it disappointingly there. Like, there's nothing I can do now. Like, literally, unless I reload from an hour ago and just have this entire hour just been a complete waste of time, then there's not really anything I can do. I hate it when games, like, waste my time. And I... Like, yeah, I could have read through all the tips and tricks and stuff. I could have meticulously gone through every single little bit of reading and lore and research and stuff for everything that there is everywhere. But I haven't had to do that for the other 90% of the game. So why would I suddenly have to do all of that? And now, because I haven't done that, I've spent an hour that is all just completely pissed into the void. Because I didn't know that I had to bring all of this extra stuff and that my platform had to be set up in a very specific way. That this kind of setup wasn't going to work. Because previously, if I had made, like, a bad setup or an inefficient setup, I could just adjust it. But now, because you've got all of this, like, distance and travel and just tedium with making anything work, it's not as simple as just, like, adjusting it. Yeah, there's 3 other planets, and then there's... So I'm guessing getting to the Shattered Planet is, like, the proper end to it. Because what's the end of the base game? Like, when you don't have space age? What do you do to complete the game normally? Or complete, like, the final kind of... It's not necessarily complete, but... You know, get to the end of the main kind of stuff you do in that. Would it make a difference if I told you everything before? I mean... Yes and no. Like, the thing is that I still would have been really disappointed and it still would have killed the drive and killed the pacing. Because then I would have had to stop and wait another, like, few hours or something to prepare everything to make sure that I could get the rocket to Vulcanus. And it would have, like, killed my motivation because it's like, oh, okay, well, I had to be told that because it didn't really let me know in any meaningful way. Without space age, launching your first rocket. Yeah, honestly, I think if I had have realized that it was going to go like this, I probably would have just played the base game. Just not bothered with space age at all. Because they're, like, a lot of people had said they hated Space Age. That they much preferred just the base game. But I'd already started on Space Age. If I had have realized exactly how and why, like, that happened, then yeah, I might have just been like, alright, do it without Space Age. First playthrough without spoils. Yeah, no, and like, the thing is, I didn't want you to, like, spoil everything for her and tell me all of this, you know, tell me that I was gonna need all this and that and tell me how to do it. But I also wasn't expecting this to be, like, irreversible mistakes kind of thing. Because I think that's the thing that I hate most in games. I'm perfectly fine with things being difficult. I don't like things being tedious. But, like, the piece de resistance, and I mean piss in my face de resistance, is when it's long, tedious, arduous, frustrating, and irreversible. Without, like, reloading an hour's worth of save or something. It's just, it's just wasting my time. It feels like it's just wasting my time. Hey Misa, how you doing? I thought the title was Vulcanus. Well, it feels like that, because it feels like anus. I'm assuming my platform's probably been destroyed. No, only partially. If it actually makes it back to, what's it called? Nauvis, it might be able to, like, get repaired. But I don't even know what I can, like, if I can control much if I'm on this planet. I don't know. Space Age has 40% negative because it's some annoying parts, plus this is what happened today. Yeah. It's just frustrating. Like, I was genuinely having a really, really good time. Up until... like, the pacing and the momentum was, like, amazing up until building a rocket. Like, that whole arc, which is the base game by the sounds of it, was great. And I didn't have to always consult the compendium to figure out what was going on. Like, it had a logical step through. And everything made sense and it flowed well. But then as soon as you got to Space Age, as soon as you started doing that stuff, I started feeling like I was in a lot more of a quagmire and a lot more of just a grind to get anything accomplished. And then once I launched to here, which I was really excited to do, to be able to get artillery and everything, and then all this stuff happens, and now the momentum is just gone. No momentum anymore. Woo, soft marks. I mean, the thing is, like, I could get past it, but it would take like 3 streams just to get back to where I was, kind of thing. Like, an entire base on the main planet has been destroyed because I couldn't do anything about it because I was on this platform, or I'm now on this planet or whatever. And I don't have quite enough materials, and so I have to go back and forth, and everything gets destroyed when I travel because I just don't have enough platforms up there to be able to build enough solar panels to get enough defenses. Like, it's just a nightmare. You can't control much if your radar gets destroyed? Oh, is that like how you control stuff? Like, if you have... because I have radars. I have 3 radars here, and they should never be destroyed because they're like in the center of the base. Yeah, so it looks like I do have control over what it does. So it would still be possible to do stuff, but... like, I'll wait for it to get... I'll wait for the platform to get back and then see if I can load some stuff. But the fact that you can only send like 1 ton per rocket, it's gonna be like another literally another like half an hour just to get almost enough resources onto the rocket, like onto the platform to then send back, which is going to take forever. It just sucks. That's why you could look the base getting destroyed before 30 minutes. Yeah, because I had the radar, and then the radar got broken. You couldn't see it. Yeah, right. Well, yeah, because I had a radar down there, didn't I? Yeah, okay. So it has to be because I've got radars in the main base, and I had a radar down at that second outlying base, but nothing else. When I played Factorio, getting the rocket was the end of the game. That was it. Yeah, so that's kind of what we've been discussing for the last little bit, is that the base game, that's the end goal, and then Space Age, which is the DLC that I've got on, it's all of this stuff. You go to Vulcanus, you go to Glaber, you go to Fulgora, you go to Aquilo, you go to the System Edge, and then you go to the Shattered Planet. And especially why I have just no motivation to do this anymore is that everyone keeps harping on about how bad Glaber is. And I haven't even done Vulcanus. I've gotten to Vulcanus and it just feels like, no, screw this, screw you, go home, you're done. So I don't want to then have to go to another planet that people actually say is hard, because this isn't even supposed to be the hard planet. Like, this is, I think, the 25th stream of this or something? Which means like 60 hours in-ish? Actually, does it say how long the... Does it say on the playthrough? Yeah, 63 hours. 63 hours of playtime, and now I have to, like, start again. Even the scrap planet isn't that bad. That's why we told you is really bad. This is almost back to Nalvis. It's like pretty destroyed. And the thing is as well, like, I don't think I can, because I'm not here to put stuff into the launch pad or whatever. I don't think I can actually even load anything onto the rocket. Like, I don't think I can fix all of these solar panels and everything. If I was back there, I could rebuild them and everything. I still don't know how I would have gotten back to the platform. Like, I don't see how I would have been able to do this anyway without loading an hour save. Like an hour ago save. Because I would have had to have had a launch pad to get back up to the platform, to then go back to Nalvis, to then be able to actually get all the resources I need to fix this up, to make sure everything's running everything, and then to send it back. So I don't think there is a way to do it. Build a silo, yes it sucks. Yeah, so once I was on Vulcanus, I was locked anyway. I would have had to have somehow precognited I would have had to just pre-know that I had to prepare like crap loads of stuff, or I would have had to just look it all up before I did it. And to me, especially playing a new game, that absolutely kills the fun of it. I want to be able to explore that and see that, experience all that on my own. At my own pace. Time to play the other Factorio game. What was it? Mindustry? I think I've heard of that one. I can't remember if I've played it or not. I think I had... I think I had a few plans for what was gonna be Monday after we finished Factorio. I wasn't planning on finishing Factorio yet because, oh, we're at Nauvis now. I was fully anticipating this taking a fair bit longer. Doesn't have enough space. Because I thought it was going to just kind of continue at a relatively reasonable pace. I didn't think it was gonna just kind of just kill the pacing entirely all of a sudden. I don't want here, I want now this. So deliver that so we can get rid of all that stuff. Because the only thing I'm feeding into it is copper cables. So there's not really anything I can do. I think Ministry is more TD focused, tower defense focused, shorter game time. I can't remember. I think... Is it the one that I played that I really liked? It could be the one that I played that I really liked. I'm actually going to look it up. Because the name is extremely familiar. And I played it a little while ago. I don't know if it was actually fully completed at the time. Oh no, this isn't the one I was thinking of. This is like got kind of Creeper World vibes in a lot of ways. It's not the one I've played. What was the one I played? There was another one that I played that's a little bit similar, but also a bit different that I really liked, but I don't know what it was. I want to see you play Dyson Sphere Program or Captain of Industry. Dyson Sphere Program sounds vaguely familiar, and Captain of Industry also sounds familiar. I don't think I've played either of them though. I had talked about doing like OpenTTD again, because I quite enjoyed playing that when I played it. But I don't know that there was much audience for it. Yeah, we're soft locked in this. There's really nothing I can do. I think I'm just gonna go back to this screen, and I'm gonna quit the game. Look, we got to space. I'm gonna say I completed the base game, and I lost completely lost all momentum for Space Age and didn't really enjoy it. And I and the big thing as well, and the reason why, like, obviously I've explained in a fair bit of depth my feelings on it at the moment and why I don't think I want to continue on it. But on top of that, I've played games before on the channel where I've wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, and I've played it for way too long and just not had fun and got upset and nobody was enjoying themselves and played for too long, and then was finally like, alright, let's move on. For example, Starfield. I played that for like 20-30 hours or something, hoping that it would eventually be good, and I had some moments of fun with it, but never really got into it. And I should have stopped that way sooner. And like, I could go through next stream and roll it back and fix everything and do everything right, and then the stream after that it would probably be 2 streams before we were back in the position that I actually wanted to be in, that we were like prepared to go forward. And I just don't have the motivation to do that, and I don't want to force myself to try and get the motivation to do that, because I also don't want to tarnish my view of the game, because up until that point, it was friggin' 10 out of 10 game. Excellent. Had a whale of a time with it. But that side of things, I did not like. And it got worse and worse, and then softlocked me. So, I think, for everyone's sake, I think I'm just going to have to move on from it. I know there was a few people that were specifically watching for Factorio. I don't think they were here tonight. Some of them weren't. Yeah, I don't think they were here tonight, but there was people that were watching specifically for that, and I'm sure they'll probably be a bit upset. But if I'm playing something that I don't like, then no one's having fun, including me and including you guys. So I just don't think it's worth it. I think Ministry 1.0 was like just last year or something. Okay, so it's still pretty recent then. Creeper World is a title. Jeez, you're old in a good way. How dare you? Was it Creeper World 4 is like the most recent one? I haven't actually played it. I've seen other people play it, and it gave me a lot of vibes of what Ministry looks like. OpenTTD I found fun messing around with friends. Yeah, it's genuinely quite a fun game. It's like very chill. And I think it would be like much better to do like a big kind of co-op stream with several people, but I'd never be able to find the people that would be able to do that. Also, thank you, Sheepy, for helping us remember Dead Space 3. Unfortunately, look, I don't think Space Age falls quite into that category, because Dead Space 3 was just bad from start to finish. But very upsetting. Very upsetting. I'm enjoying watching you, even if it isn't Factorio, the way I found your channel. And I appreciate that. Like, genuinely, it's been a pleasure having you in the streams. And it's been... because you get some people that will come in, and they'll come in for just the one game. Like I was mentioning before, there's a few people that are just watching Factorio, which there is nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that at all. That is absolutely fine. If anything, I encourage that. But when when people come in for one thing and then decide to stick around for other games as well, it proves that they're actually enjoying me and my content and want to actually be here for me rather than just the game, which is incredibly valuable and incredibly appreciated. Because especially since I was never going to be able to, like, always do Factorio. Like, Factorio was never going to be my forever game. If there was a game, that's RimWorld at the moment. That's the game that's going to be staple for a while. And that game also has frustrations that I have with it. But yeah, when people want to hang around for different, like all the different games, it is incredibly, like, I don't know what the word is, but it's valuable. I'll go with that word, because it is. I enjoy you, Papa Justin. Papa. Oh. I appreciate you guys being here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to have a think over what we do, what game we replace it with. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to have it suddenly fall off right here. I wasn't expecting this to be the end, so I wasn't really prepared for having to pick a new game yet. Like I said, I thought about OpenTTD, maybe something like Rollercoaster Tycoon. I know we've played it before. It's been a while since we played it. That was usually kind of a filler game. You know, maybe, I mean, we could use it for filler until we find something that we want to play. I had also had conversation with Aaron about doing co-streams, and like getting those going again, and I'd said that the only place I would have would be on the Monday after I'd finished Factorio, so it might be worth opening up those conversations again to see if anything will happen there. But I'm just gonna have to have a look at what the options are and figure it out, because I think I'm done. I found a hardcore mod about that game. It's really funny. One of the rules are they die if they eat without a table. Oh, RimWorld? Oh god. That would be that would be instant failure. The game would be over immediately. Especially in my playthrough, it would just be like, nah, done. What's that? No table? Dead. See you later. That would be hilarious and infuriating all at the same time. Hey Bruce, how you doing? Welcome in. Dropping Factorio, what happened? Yeah, unfortunately I think I have to. So basically I was excited to go to Vulcanus. I was setting up to go to Vulcanus. I set up the platform a bit, and then I started setting it, and then I was like, it's gonna get destroyed because I don't have enough power, I don't have enough defenses, I didn't realize I was gonna have to have all this stuff, so I rolled it back about 15-20 minutes. I put a whole bunch more solar panels on there, a whole bunch more lasers, and then like a whole bunch more resources, because apparently I was gonna need a whole bunch of resources on Vulcanus, and I was gonna have to ship that all over from the main planet. So I was like, okay, well, let's load that all onto the platform. And then I sent it, and even with all the extra defenses and like way more power, the platform barely made it in one piece. And I realized once I got there that I had forgotten. Well, actually, forgotten's not even the right word. I didn't know that I had to bring certain items. And the only way, essentially the only way to actually fix the problem, basically, was to reload the save back again. Because I didn't have a way to like build a silo to get back up onto the ship to send it back to Nauvis, to then actually refill the stuff and send it back over again with more resources. And the platform was like battered from the travels, and there wasn't enough resources on Vulcanus to actually get to the foundry, which is basically, from what I could tell, what Tues was saying is like the base building of what you need for Vulcanus. Like, I need to have the foundry to really get anywhere on Vulcanus. So I wasn't able to make that because I didn't bring reinforced concrete. Because why would I bring reinforced concrete? Because I had no reason to know that I had no understanding that that's what I was going to have to bring. So the whole thing, it just killed the entire pacing for me, and it just killed it all for me. And I don't want to have to redo the last hour. And the fact that like once you get to Vulcanus, you basically have to start from scratch again and build all the way up again. I don't want to have to go and redo all of that. That just like, that killed the pacing for me. And yeah, it's just the pacing absolutely killed it. Thank you for the hydration, by the way, too. I need it. General stuff, I get it. Most important thing is you have fun. If that's gone, you know. All the planets can be bootstrapped, but yeah. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I said this before. Up until the actual space age stuff, up until leaving, like, building the space platform, and just, like, the tediousness of setting up, like, 10 things at a time, or whatever it was, like, just doing it really slowly. Up until that point, I was having an amazing time with it. I was having a great time with it. And the way that it was, like, kind of incrementally built up, and you could just kind of, you could be inefficient and the game would still allow you to continue. Like, it wasn't, it was starting to get a little bit unforgiving, but by that time you kind of figured out the language of the game, so to speak, and so it was kind of natural in the curve. But as soon as Space Age hit, the curve started wibbling all over the place. And then especially with this, basically, the game has soft locked me with Vulcanus and everything. I'm just like, nah. That's just killed all momentum for me. Maybe we'll come back to it, but that does sound like a proper quit moment. Yeah, and like I said to Tia earlier, the thing is that, like, the only way to have avoided that was if I had the game entirely spoiled for me. Like, because there's a first playthrough, and the only way to have avoided what happened was to get people in chat going, oh, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need this, you're gonna have to do this, this, this. And at that stage, am I even playing the game? I don't think so. Because everyone's having to tell me exactly how to do everything. And up until that point, that didn't have to happen. There were a few moments where I was like, okay, I'm completely stuck. I don't know where the thing is. And usually it was just like I hadn't seen something, and it was like, okay, well, that makes sense. It was like a moment of just I hadn't seen it, but once I did see it, it did make sense, and I wasn't frustrated by it. Well, I was maybe a little bit frustrated by it, but it wasn't like this kills the whole thing. It was like, okay, I didn't see that. Maybe should have seen that. Now we can continue. But this is just like, that's it. Just killed it for me. Rage quit, I would say. Sure, but emotions are valid. Yeah, and I said earlier as well that I don't want to just continue brute forcing into it and not enjoying it. I want to, because I've had problems in the past where I have been like, I want to enjoy this game, so I'm going to push until I do, and I'm going to keep going until it gets good. And then I just spend like 2 or 3 streams being kind of miserable and complaining about the game, and then eventually giving up and moving on. And I don't want to just keep pushing until I eventually maybe enjoy it, because there's all likelihood that I won't. Because like I said, that momentum and that pacing has just completely just killed it for me. But yeah, that's it's a shame. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'll replace it with. I'll still be doing RimWorld on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and just started Subnautica on Fridays and Saturdays, and I'm enjoying that. And Mondays are kind of my more chill day as well, and that's like a kind of another reason on top of everything else. Mondays are my more chill days, because I don't turn these into edited videos. I don't have to like kind of I don't have to focus as hard in making it as good for the YouTube content and everything, and it's kind of like I can just play something that's fun. Not that the other games that I'm playing aren't as fun, but I don't have to worry as much about what I specifically pick for this slot and everything as well, because it's like just a little bit more low-key. Hey, Lemeffy! So, yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back to what is apparently going to be the end of the stream. Or very soon, anyway. There is no Factorio anymore. Big Sag. Especially since, like, it doesn't even seem like I'm probably only like halfway now. Because it seemed like it was gonna be, and people had said that you have to, when you go to the other planets, things kind of pick up because you already have the base established at Nauvis or whatever, and things are gonna kind of be faster from there on in. And then when I got to Vulcanus and I had to start from scratch hitting things with a pickaxe and everything, I'm like, no thank you. First time I went to another planet, I had no turrets, I just didn't expect asteroids. Yeah, well, the only reason that I actually did expect the asteroids is because I'd been on the subreddit. And I'd seen pictures of people's space platforms traveling with weapons on them. And the game had said at one stage, tip, put lasers on there. And I think it actually said lasers as well. But apparently lasers are bad because of the power implications. And at the time I was like, why do I need that? I haven't seen anything that's required lasers yet, but I'm guessing I'm gonna need them. And then, yeah, when we actually left, when I saw it on the Reddit and everything, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's why we're gonna need it. And they didn't work very well. Yes, spoilers. Yeah. Put laser hair removal on the platform. I mean, it feels like it removed my hair from stress. Lasers are bad, yeah, you need bullets. Yeah, and I didn't have any way of knowing that either. Like, I don't... Because maybe there was stuff in there that somehow I just missed. Like, maybe it was more obvious than I saw. Maybe I was paying attention to chat and everything and kind of focusing on different things and I didn't see it. And yeah, like, I don't specifically go into the tutorial stuff that much. But there was just like a whole bunch of stuff that just seemed to come out of nowhere a lot. Sad you didn't see Jeffrey yet. I think I know. I think I have seen Jeffrey in like subreddit posts and stuff, because it's like a giant, basically looks like a sandworm from Dune or something, doesn't it? Like a big old worm that tunnels through the ground. I think I've seen it on like the start screen and stuff as well, on the main menu screen. You could see the research tree, the recipe, but yeah. Yeah, but I shouldn't have to go through manually and like read every single different bit of research in the research tree before I do anything to be able to know that I then somehow connect that to be able to know that I need to bring all of this extra crap. Because again, like I said, the biggest problem that I have with that, aside from the fact that it's like, it should be more natural that you should be led to that, excuse me, is that hadn't happened up until that point. Like, up until then, I hadn't needed to do that. Why should I suddenly need to have to do that? When the game has set the precedent up until then, that I can kind of do what I was doing, and I would suffer the effects of my inefficiency. Of course, that's fine. But I wouldn't softlock myself by not reading ahead into things that I hadn't done yet. I shouldn't be required to do that just to be able to progress in the game at all. That is called being a nerd. Yeah. And I'm fine with being a nerd, but I shouldn't have to do that. You are having fun, Rob. You need a spreadsheet. Well, that's what it feels like, and I don't want to play a game where I have to get a spreadsheet out. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good spreadsheet every now and then, but when it's thrust upon me like that. But that is the same kind of deal. You can bootstrap on Vulcanus. You are not required to bring stuff. But how do you build a foundry then? Because a foundry requires reinforced concrete. And you can't make reinforced concrete without normal concrete. And you can't make either of those without water. I mean, there must be water on there somewhere. I don't even know how you get water, because you wouldn't even be able to ship water. Like, I don't know what kind of... Like, I would have to learn the game again, basically. Like, I would have to learn that entire arc from the start on Vulcanus. Finding each individual thing and starting from scratch again. And I wanted the momentum to continue. I didn't want to have to start from scratch again. Get some sexy water. Yeah, this is the water we needed. Here we go. And ads. Deal with that. Get wrecked, nerd. As soon as I started, we got ads. I'm just gonna wait for the ads to end, and then I'm gonna catch up on chat. I know a bunch of you probably don't have ads, but just in case there are people that do have ads, I'm just gonna wait until they're done, and then I'm gonna read the messages that I didn't get to yet. Now, I want to see, there's a... Is that the one that I have? No, what's the one that I've got then? Must be called something else. Just look through my Steam library. I'll read everything in a moment and explain it. Yeah, it must have been something else that I had. Alright, the ads are done. Let me catch up on chat. Yeah, that's the DLC. You get to learn the game again 4 times. Yeah. And I just don't want to do that. I don't want to have to do that. And if other people want to do that, fair enough. More power to you. And I hope that people enjoy that. Because I never want people to not enjoy a game. If they want to have fun playing a game that I don't enjoy, I'm happy for them. Genuinely happy for them. But I personally do not want to have to relearn different parts of the game, like for each new section, a whole bunch of different times. Dyson Sphere program, thank God, doesn't have that. The only bad thing is you travel slower without proper fuel, but every planet has a way to get fuel to get back. Yeah. And that's like... that was so annoying. Like, once I was on the planet, like, I would have had to have built a silo or a launch pad or whatever to get back up to the platform to then go home. And maybe there was... Look, maybe there was components on the planet somewhere that would have allowed me to do that. But I was not willing to wait another half hour. Probably, honestly, half hour probably would have been an understatement to get the amount of resources I needed to build a platform again. Or a silo again to launch back up and leave. And actually, no, like... Because I'd still have to, I'd have to build a rocket again as well. And it took us ages to be able to build a rocket. Because we had to have like blue circuit boards. We had to have low density structures. We had to have rocket fuel. all of these things which are insanely difficult to get. Like, I genuinely would have had to... Like, I guess in theory, that process would have been about half the time of the first process because I'd, in theory, know what I was doing. And so I could do it quicker, but it took me 60... Yeah, about 60 something hours, 61, 62 hours to get to where I was. So about 50 something hours to get the rocket side of things online properly. And then I'd have to do that all again. No. No. Low density structure and blue circuit is the pain of my existence in Factorio. Yeah. I was fine doing it on Nalvis. It was like a bit tedious, but I was like, okay, we can work this out. We've got the factory already established. We can just keep tacking on. We can get things moving. We can make it happen eventually. I'm fine with that. But if I have to start again, I don't think so. My first Space Age win took me 160 hours and I didn't learn it from scratch. So did you play a couple playthroughs where you restarted a few times and didn't finish, and then eventually you did a full run where you actually fully finished the game and you knew what you were doing the whole time through that full playthrough, and that took you 160 hours? Because that, yeah, I don't mind having like a mainstay kind of staple stream, like game that I stream. Having like long running series, I quite enjoy that, but that's too much. That's too long for me. No, I finished the first save I started. So what do you mean by you didn't learn from scratch then? What do you mean by that? Or do you mean like you played through the base game first, and then once you finished the base game, then you went back into the Space Age run? I played Factorio before, just the DLC was new. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I meant. I think I explained it incorrectly when I said that you played like all the DLC. Yeah, so you played the base game. You completed the base game, and then got the DLC and did a full run. But what I was looking at before was I thought I had. I wasn't sure if I had the Dyson Sphere game or not, because I had something that was something to do with Dyson Sphere, I thought. But when I looked for Dyson Sphere in my Steam library, or even just Dyson, it's not there, so I don't. There was another game that I played that was like a city builder. I don't think it was a. I thought Dyson Sphere came into the name somewhere or something, but obviously not. You had to like build in like this little bubble on a kind of floating asteroid or something, and that game irked me as well, because you'd be going along perfectly fine and then suddenly one thing you'd suddenly run out of something and then everything would just explode. Asteroids would hit you and just the whole run would be gone and you'd just be over. I was like, didn't like that one either. I can't remember what it was called, but I don't think it was the one you were talking about. Anyway, quitting is totally valid. The main thing is that you're having fun. Yeah, and I didn't. I wanted to end it where I was having fun still. Or like, I didn't want to continue after I wasn't having fun. Because the game was fantastic and I didn't want to, like, I don't want to ruin that by trying to bludgeon my way through it. Especially since it sounds like the amount that was still left in the game is more than the amount that I'd already played of the game. Factory Town? The one I'm thinking of was not called Factory Town. I really can't remember what it was called. I'm looking through my list and I can't even see it in there. Like, nothing's familiar in my list of what it was. I just remember that I didn't really like it. But it was obviously not the Dyson thing. I do have Factory Town in my list though. That's there. That was a game that looked interesting to me and I did actually want to play. Never got around to it. I think it was actually in one of the Jingle Jam collections. And it looked really cool. I just never got around to playing it. Damn, what was that game called? I've got Mars First Logistics. Oh, that's that game. Yeah, okay. Dunno. I've looked through like all my games. Anyway, it's not important. It's not important at all. Can you check Captain of Industry? You know what? Sure. Let's have a look. Store. Okay. It does somewhat also depend on like how well it does on Twitch. Like if it's a game that looks great but nobody is watching it, unfortunately I probably won't play it. But if it's a game that there's at least like a dedicated viewership for it, then it's got a chance. Oh wow, that screenshot there, what is that? It's the oil factory or something. Whole bunch of tubes going everywhere. Looks interesting. Land your crew of survivors on an abandoned island and survive. Mine raw materials, grow food, build factories, manufacture products, research new tech, and trade with others. So it kind of almost looks a little bit like Factorio crossed with like a City Skylines kind of thing. Not like very heavy in the City Skylines side of things, but you kind of still have to, yeah, like build up a city of some kind. Oh yeah, there's a few. Yeah, it looks interesting. You should check out Space Chem. What is Space Chem? Space Chem. What's Space Chem? Oh, puzzle game. Oh my lord. Yeah. I think that's a not for me game. Overwhelmingly positive. Look, it looks great for people that are into that. I am not. And I have made a specific solemn vow to not do puzzle games on stream. Well, I mean, I don't really play them anyway. I don't really care too much for puzzle games. But especially on stream. Unless you're a very specific... Like, unless you've got a specific vibe and you're potentially like relatively good at them and stuff, it's usually kind of like a bit of a lose-lose, because chat wants to tell you how to do it, and then they get frustrated when you don't do it the right way, but then they get frustrated if you do it differently. Like, I don't know, it just, puzzle games just seem like not the best fit for a Twitch stream. But some people pull it off well, it's just not for me. Have great positive review on Steam and YouTube. I don't know about Twitch. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I may as well have a look. I was gonna say we finished early. It's almost midnight again, so we haven't even finished early in the end. Kind of uses conveyors to solve the puzzles. Yeah. And like I said, it looks like it would be interesting, but I just don't think it's probably one for me. Actually, I mean, there's a fair few people. It only has, so Captain of Industry only has 5.7k followers, so it's very small. But currently there's 163 viewers. Most of those are coming from like 3 larger, well, not large, but most of the views are coming from 3 specific streams, and the rest of them are quite low. So it probably wouldn't be something I'd look at doing at the moment. But it definitely looks like it could be interesting for sure. Yeah, I'll have to look into what games I've got, what games I want to look at. I'll have to probably message Aaron again and see if he's wanting to do a co-stream again. I've wanted to play Divinity Original Sin on stream for a while. And that is a big old playthrough. It's got a bit of viewership, I think, still. I don't know. But it could be like that you can play co-op of that game. So like a co-op playthrough of that with Aaron, if he was able to commit to it, is also a potential possibility. Because it's basically like the prequel's not the right precursor to Baldur's Gate 3. It's where they basically perfected what they then mastered. I don't know if those are the right way around. It's what they went on to then like perfect and master in Baldur's Gate 3. It was already quite good, and then they just like perfected in Baldur's Gate 3. Did you play Oxygen Not Included? No, I've seen it. I have not played it though. There's also like Timberborn that keeps like, I don't know, I keep looking at it and going, should I? But I think the reason that I think I actually tipped over saying probably not recently, because I think I looked at the viewership and everything. Yeah, it's only got 22.8k followers on Twitch. Currently it's got 52 viewers. 39 of those are all from the one person. So viewership wise, I don't think it would do much. Have you played Astroneer? I've seen, again, another game I've seen, not played. That's like a survival crafter, isn't it? Open world adventure game. Explore and exploit distant worlds in a game of aerospace industry and interplanetary exploration. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like a crafter, survival crafter. It's the one with like the oxygen tether and stuff. Has a great story in my opinion. Yeah, I haven't played it. it's only got 8 viewers at the moment, which doesn't necessarily mean it's a no. That's probably something that I'd consider in the Friday, Saturday slot after I'd finished some of the other games. Because I think there's a few like bigger ones that I want to do. Because we're doing Subnautica at the moment in the Friday, Saturday slot. And then there's Valheim. And then there's probably a few other things as well. I don't know, but at the same time, because it is the Monday slot, there's less pressure on it, like, performing massively, so it could still be worth looking at. Finish it like 2 times. Nice. Okay, that's good to know. Change Factorio for Satisfactory. You know what? I was genuinely like recently thinking like if and how and where Satisfactory could come into things, because I'd seen like Drongo and a few other people playing that. I know DRF, who is usually here, the main mod of the channel, has played through Satisfactory as well. And there's 235 viewers at the moment on Twitch, 294k followers, and it's a decent split as well. It's not just like 200 in one spot and then, you know, 555 or anything. There's like people watching it, so that's like a decent possibility. But I don't know if that like kind of falls under more of a survival, survival crafting vibe for like a Friday, Saturday slot. I'm not sure. I'm really gonna have to like marinate. Could play multiplayer too. Well, the next, if I plan on doing if I plan on doing something that isn't single player, it would be a co-stream, like a co-op thing with Aaron. Because every time I've done anything multiplayer on the stream, it's ended poorly. Like we did Terraria and it was great for like the first couple streams, and then a few people got their nose out of joint and the whole thing kind of just fell apart. And then there was like a few other instances where people just tried to turn the stream into like a self-promotion platform for their whatever their things were. I avoid multiplayer like the plague. It's just not really the brand for the channel. But you know, co-op still though. Hey Jazzhole, your music and game choices suck. That's right. You're right. You're 100% right. DOS looks good. I'd be interested in joining if you want to do that co-op. Divinity Original Sin? Is that what you mean? Is that what the Divinity Original Sin stands for? It is good. It's an excellent game. I've played 1 and 2 all the way through before and I really liked it. Yeah. Yeah. Because like I said, I might like consider doing the co-op playthrough with Aaron if he wanted to play it. There might be the opportunity for the problem is, the main problem I have with it is not necessarily like the viewers joining in, but I do need to be able to control it a little more on my end, so having viewers joining can be a tricky thing. That, like, look what happened with Terraria. But also, when it comes to the co-op side of things, I had a train of thought and I've lost it. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I don't know. I'll look into it. Haven't played either of them. Don't have either, but looks good. Love Baldur's Gate 3, and if you want to limit it to just Aaron, then I'll probably just watch. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The main reason that I would be like maybe not with more than like just Aaron is simply because as soon as you start adding more people to it, it starts becoming very difficult and difficult to actually consistently work. And even if like one person isn't able to make it one time for whatever reason, then the whole thing doesn't go ahead. And the more and more people you add to that makes it more and more difficult to be consistent. Can ruin a dynamic, especially people you don't know. Yeah, I'm not as concerned about that with you, because if you were playing along with us, you'd just be, you know, you'd just be there as the extra character. Like, it wouldn't necessarily ruin that too much, but just like because if there's a time that you're not there, or if Aaron's not there, we wouldn't be doing the stream at all. But like when we tried to do RimWorld with like Borderlands with 4 people a while ago. We had like Aaron, we had blanking on the name, Gremslin, and we had Ruby, and the streams were great. They were a lot of fun, but we did like 2 or 3 of them, and then we never were able to line up with everything again. And so we just never ended up getting anywhere, and we had to stop the playthrough. So it's just a little harder the more people you add. Yeah, lots of different things to think about, and whether I want to put them in that slot, I think as well is a big thing. Like I think Satisfactory, for example, is one that we'll get to, but I do think it would be better in the Friday-Saturday slot, because I think it would I could make some pretty good content out of it. Whereas on the Monday is a bit more chill. And I don't I record them, but I don't make them into YouTube edits. What? It gets harder the more people you add? That's right. That's how it works. The more people you add on top of it, the harder it gets. Wait, what? Anyway, it's midnight now, so I should go. We've spent probably almost as long just chatting about stuff and just about the end of Factorio and what we're going to replace it with than we did actually playing it. So I should really go to bed. But I really appreciate everyone that hung out, that especially stuck around even through that frustrating end to it, because I can fully understand that as soon as that kind of thing starts happening, people just start leaving. And especially if it's a game that you love, and if the person playing it is not loving it at that time, then people can get very upset about that. And I understand it, and that's why I reiterated several times, I don't at all hate the game, but that, just like that DLC part of it, that part that I was doing and that what was going to continue, is just not vibing with me. So yeah, I'm gonna go through the schedule and then I'm gonna go to bed. But I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. So tomorrow and Wednesday are RimWorld streams. We're this close to lifting off and finishing the game. I'm hoping that tomorrow we strengthen the defenses, and on Wednesday we test the defenses and win. and leave and finish that playthrough. And then the next week we start our Odyssey. I'm really hoping that's how it goes, because I've loved this playthrough. There's been some wild up and downs, and I've got a great idea for the end of it. The final stream and the edit that I'm gonna put with it. I've got some fantastic ideas for the YouTube video. We actually discussed it in a stream a little while ago about what could be a really cool idea. And I've got some great ideas for it, great plans. But yeah, it would be nice to get that playthrough finished and be able to start the Odyssey, the next playthrough. Thursday is a no stream day. I'll be playing Warzone and being upset that, of course, because it's EA, Battlefield 6 will not be releasing onto Game Pass. It's only on EA Play Pro, not just EA Play, so I won't get to actually play it. And everyone's very excited for it, and I think it could be fairly good, and I'm probably not going to get to play it. Sad. Friday and Saturday are Subnautica days. Last Subnautica stream, we spent 90% of it moving base and getting lost and things not working. There was a 20-minute stretch where the game was kind of bugged out and then kind of black screened and just didn't work, and then we had to roll back a bunch of that, and then we got it all sorted in the end. And now that we're in on our new island, we can continue our all-land playthrough, and it's going to be wonderful. Then Sunday is another no stream day, and Monday, gonna have to figure it out. I've got a lot of things to think about what we could do with it. Like I said, I'll get in contact with Aaron. I don't know if he's actually, has he even been streaming? I'm gonna quickly check that now. I don't know if he's even been streaming for ages. I know he wanted to start at some point and he had done something, but then I don't know if he's done anything for ages. No. Doesn't look like he's streamed for a while. So I'll still get in contact with him, but I don't know if anything will happen there. So I'll have to figure it out. Tomorrow, same hour. Yeah. We start at 9 PM my time. So 3 hours ago exactly is when we start. Well, 3 hours and 4 minutes to be exact. And then we go generally between 2 and 3 hours. I'm supposed to end like closer to 2.5 hours, but apparently we end up going to midnight. But yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, all starting at the same time, finishing whenever. The end, baby Jason eats everyone. The end, it's Jason's fault. Good thing Jason's dead. Well, one of Jason. Jason the second is dead. The baby Jowsen is still alive. And what was the other one called? 2 Jason 2 Jr.? He's still alive as well. Thank you for that lovely, wonderful Jason emote. For me, it's 2 PM. That's why I said hour. Yeah. If that's when it started for you, then yeah, it'll be the same. I am nothing if not consistent. I don't consistently end at the same time, but I do consistently start at the same time. Although I have ended around midnight quite a lot, so I don't know, maybe we're consistent on both sides. Anyway, that's what's coming up, so sorry to anyone who was digging the Factorio playthrough and wanted to continue. I think I've had my fill and I'm gonna move on. And I did enjoy it, just not enough to continue. I didn't enjoy the Space Age part, and I will be back tomorrow with some RimWorld. Otherwise, next week, whatever I end up putting in this slot. Thanks for watching. Bye.
The ways of the mystic are known to me. I have remedies and cures, should you need them.
I don't. Bye.